Hello, this is Jason. Thanks for watching my channel. My channel's name is Jason on Location. Born Eugene Allen Hackman on January 30th, 1930 in San Bernardino, California, to Anna Elizabeth and Eugene Hackman. He had a brother named Richard. At the time, they were staying with his maternal grandmother named Beatrice, and she was born in England. His father operated a printing press for the Commercial News, a local newspaper in the Danville area. The Hackman family moved frequently, but finally settling in Danville, Illinois, which is about 90 miles west of Indianapolis. When he was younger, he attended a showing of a movie called Streetcar Named Desire in 1951. While exiting the theater, he told his dad he wanted to be a movie star. His parents divorced when he was 13 years old, and his father later left the family. He briefly lived in Storm Lake, Iowa, and spent his sophomore year there at Storm Lake High School. This city is 67 miles east of Sioux City, Iowa. Hackman left home at 16 years old to enlist with the U.S. Marine Corps. He served 4.5 years as a field radio operator. He was stationed in China, Hawaii, and Japan. After discharge in 1951, he moved to New York City to take on various jobs. In 1962, his mother died. She fell asleep with a lit cigarette, and she died in a fire where she was living at the time. He then began to work for journalism and television production at the University of Illinois under the GI Bill, but left without graduating and moved back to California and joined the Pasadena Playhouse, which is north of downtown Los Angeles, and he befriended a man named Dustin Hoffman. Already seen as outsiders by their classmates, Hackman and Hoffman were voted least likely to succeed. And then I also saw that they got the lowest grade ever recorded for the Pasadena Playhouse. Gene Hackman told Time magazine in 2011, when he moved back to New York City, he worked as a soda jerk in a pharmacy and as a furniture mover. And he also worked at the Chrysler building as part of the crew that polished leather furniture. He said it was the worst job he ever had. In 1956, Hackman married Faye Maltese and had 3 children with her. He was often always gone on location. He was always filming movies at that time. The couple divorced in 1986 after 30 years of marriage. In 1991, he married Betsy Arakawa. She was an employee at a gym in Los Angeles. He took a liking to her and they started dating at the time. Betsy was born in Honolulu, Hawaii in the early 1960s. She grew up in Honolulu and studied piano at an early age, and at 11 years old, she performed in front of 9,000 children at the Honolulu International Center Concert Hall. In 1981, she moved to Los Angeles and studied at the University of Southern California, from which she graduated with a degree in social science and communication. He did 80 movies. I'm going through the list right now. There are so many movies he's been in. Okay, one of my favorite ones was Birdcage, Crimson Tide, Unforgiven with Clint Eastwood, The Firm with Tom Cruise, Enemy of the State with Will Smith, and then Heartbreakers. That was a cool movie, filmed in West Palm Beach. One of his dogs, I don't know if it was one of the dogs that was there when he died, but years ago, 2 stray dogs wandered on the set of Replacements with Gene Hackman and Keanu Reeves. Keanu took one dog, and then Gene, he took the other dog. He was initially reluctant to take the role of Lex Luthor in the Superman movie from 1978. He didn't want to shave off his mustache that had recently grown, so Richard Donner made a deal with him. If he shaved it off, that Donner would also shave off his mustache. He became Best Actor for his role as Jimmy Popeye Doyle in the action thriller The French Connection in 1971. He got the Best Supporting Actor for his role as a villainous sheriff in the Clint Eastwood's Western film Unforgiven 1992. He also turned down the roles for Jaws, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and Raiders of the Lost Ark. In 2004, Hackman appeared alongside Ray Romano in the comedy Welcome to Mooseport. This will be his last acting role. In 2004, with the Larry King interview, he announced that he had no future film projects lined up and believed his acting career was completely over. The straw that broke the camel's back was actually a stress test that he took in New York. The doctor advised him that his heart was not going to take it anymore, and anything could put his heart under a tremendous amount of stress. Gene and his wife Betsy were both found dead on February 26, 2025 at their home in Santa Fe, New Mexico. They also found one dog in the bathroom closet near Betsy's body, and the other 2 dogs were coming in and out of the house through a doggy door. So the 2 of them were still alive. The Santa Fe County Sheriff's Departments confirmed the deaths of Gene and Betsy on February 26 at 1:45 p.m. The deputies were dispatched to the address on Old Sunset Trail in Hyde Park. Avila, a sheriff's office spokesperson, that there was no indication that there have been any shots or any wounds to Gene or Betsy's body. They were apparently dead for some time before a maintenance worker discovered the body and called 911. We're sure gonna miss Gene Hackman. He was a good actor. I really liked him back in the 80s and 90s. Okay, thanks.